Konbanwa, Anime Otaku Show e yokoso. Good evening. Welcome to the Anime Otaku Show.
You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean.
Remember, we will be discussing all episodes up to the ones we talk about tonight. Anata go sopora o kinishi nanara, soyo. If you don't mind spoilers, welcome.
Go beyond! Plus!
Yes, indeed! Konbanwa, minasan! This is the Anime Otaku Show, episode number 26. Holy crap.
Who the hell is this guy?
I am CJ, Ghost Brother Boat. Joining me in the magical world of anime are, of course, Josh, what a twist! McGrath.
Hey, yo.
Carrie, we're changing costumes now, Wilcox.
Hello. I have teddygrams.
Delbert, something power inside you. Sand.
Something high.
And in the incorrect time, but keeping us alive as always, Raul, arms around the world, Garza. And from behind every so often, special guest, Rachel Cat Girl Boat.
It's a lie as I sit here chomping on Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Which is exactly what a cat girl would do.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, it's glorious. But no, this is your soundboard speaking, CJ. How dare you introduce me as someone else?
My soundboard is so cool, you guys.
I mean, it's very interactive, so.
It is. I'm glad my new job allows me to do these things.
Right?
Hey, Josh.
A lot of money into me. Get the use out of me that you need.
Whoa. Phrasing. Apparently the soundboard doesn't understand the concept of innuendo.
It's a soundboard. Come on. I'm not that
So tonight, we are talking about My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 21, What's the Big Idea? And Season 3, Episode 22, a talk about your Nesquik. I mean quirk. Your Nesquik.
Nesquik. Oh, I see All Might on the bottom of Nesquik now.
Yeah, instead of the bunny, it's All Might. Like a lot of the products in that show, if you haven't noticed.
So is
Instead
that the
of-
same
That's a
rabbit
lot of
from the
merch.
Tricks cereal?
No, they're cousins.
Okay. Just
Instead of
making
be sure to drink your Ovaltine, it's be sure to drink your Nesquik.
That's super racist, right? Well, not all rabbits are the same.
Right. Speaking of things that aren't all the same, we're looking at Cells at Work, Season 1, Episode 9, Thymocyte, and Season 1, Episode 10, Staphylococcus Aureus.
Bless you.
And, thank you, Hoo Boy, Planet With, Season 1, Episode 9, Messenger of Awakening, and Season 1, Episode 10, Karellen and Rashaverak.
Jeez, man, you really need to go to a doctor with all that sneezing you're doing.
Yeah, it's a problem.
But nevertheless, bless you.
Thank you.
I'm
I
sure you
appreciate
could have
it.
some of those off-brand painkillers if Raul wants to share.
Well, I mean, it's not really going to do too much for sneezing. I'd really need an off-brand antihistamine.
Antihistamine?
Yadurina.
Quick, give Deku a moonstone.
Look, I don't think we want him getting any stronger just yet. Gotta have something for the rest of the season.
Man, but Josh, what's the big idea?
Hoo boy. So yeah, My Hero Academia finishing up its provisional license exam.
Yep.
With a bang, as we get one of my personal favorite pro heroes, Gang Orca.
So good.
Oh my god, you guys, he's so fucking cool.
He is.
So cool, so fucking awesome, and the sharpest dresser next to Edshot.
So is Orca is it kind of like Foppies where it's just an animal, but like more because he's developed his quirk to have that sonic blast?
That's the thing that's interesting about what I've seen so far of people with animal-based quirks, is it varies from individual to individual. I can't remember if they've done a ton with it in the anime so far, But when you see Froppy's family, her entire family is frog quirk. But all of them manifest it differently.
And Sue, of course, being the best, has all of the frog powers.
All of them, as we see a little bit.
She
All
is
our powers combined, Captain Frog.
she's borderline on Frog Mary Sue.
But
that
man,
was well done.
The character development you get in this one episode,
Mm-hmm.
you get more that Todoroki is still dealing with his father.
Yeah, and I mean and he mentions it too. Like he's like, I thought I was done with this, but
Yeah.
I guess I'm not.
But that's the great thing. They didn't just like, okay, we're just gonna say he's done. No, it's still there, like an actual person, feelings.
Todoroki proving even more that he is Vegeta.
I know, but it's like it's carrying on within the series. It's just, I just really like good character development.
Yeah,
good character development doesn't stop is the thing. Because when character development stops, the character stops.
Yeah. It's like
Oh, Goku.
like you said, I mean, it's
Right?
still carried on. It's like, oh, I forgot about I forgot about you. And then he realizes that I can't forget about you because you are a part of me. I have to accept that and I got to push forward.
Yeah, and him realizing, wait, I was a total dick to this guy. I need to stop doing that.
Kinda
because it's
like my
making me
father
exactly
is.
like my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the episode, you guys, where all of the super powerful people act like little shits.
Oh my god. Well, you see that like they are powerful, they are amazing, but
They're still kids.
yeah, they're still kids. And then what's the name of the wind guy?
Yarashi.
M. Bison looking motherfucker.
I was going to say the last airbender, but okay.
Close enough.
And Yarashi or M. Bison, all of which one.
It's amazing because he becomes what he hated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And
that's
this
what,
character that was only introduced a couple episodes ago, we get so much character about in one episode. We find out that
it's how good storytelling and pacing works when it's done right.
and then I love the writing in this one where Midoriya comes in for less than a minute, but he has his effect on people.
Yep.
Like-
What the fuck are you guys doing? And then it hits them both at the same time.
your head
Oh,
out your asses.
we're being fucking stupid.
And the great thing is that it shows off just how capable these characters still are, because they realize they're at opposite ends of the battlefield right now, with Gang Orchid in the middle. And they realize we're being little shits, we need to cooperate. And they manage to somehow create a fire vortex together, having never met before today in their lives, or other than that one time at the test, and Todoroki didn't even remember that. And 2, not being able to talk it out with each other.
Yeah.
And it's still, their plan actually fucking works.
But that's the thing, and that's one of the things this test is for, is to see how well heroes who have never worked together before can mesh together at a critical moment.
And can adapt to an ever-changing battlefield.
And does it really well. But yeah, like freaking Gang Work is so fucking cool. Like,
And like it's great because not only is he a badass, but he's a badass who's prepared because he knows his weak points.
yeah.
Oh, I'm fish-based. Or, well, aquatic mammal. Because not actually a fish.
Hashtag
Drying out's really bad for me. Here, I've got a bottle of water, you bitches.
That was such an epic little sequence too. He's just like, oh, fire
I'm
vortex.
gonna keep well played, but I'm gonna stay wet.
Yeah. And then Deku comes along to fight him and actually causes Gang Orca to acknowledge his strength.
Yeah. So yeah, if we would have continued on with this, I might have actually lost. Like,
Well, I mean,
That's
look at
significant.
the villains that the one major villain he's taken out is Muscle, right?
Yeah.
And a little guy named Stain. Like, he didn't do it solo, but he fucking took out the hero killer.
Well,
Like,
he took him down, but Stain didn't stay down. He still pushed his presence on like pro heroes.
And yeah,
Yeah, but he's still like Stain conceded defeat to Deku.
yeah.
The thing is,
and then saved him.
it wasn't technically Deku's quirk itself
It was
that defeated Stain. It was Deku.
Yeah.
It
Stain
was his
conceded-
heart.
Stain conceded to Deku because he is actually a hero.
Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, but nobody knew about Muscle. Like, the only people that knew about Muscle were poor Coda's parents.
I mean, I'm sure he was on some list somewhere, but he wasn't a big name supervillain.
Yeah, enough of a list to be on to get joined up to the
League.
actual
Yeah.
Vanguard squad.
The
And
League of Extraordinary Douchebags.
because Deku fought him before they were authorized to fight to save their own lives, he couldn't even get credit for that takedown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Aizawa covered his ass there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get I love how the test was focused on rescuing people.
The villains were there as a distraction.
Yeah.
Hello, something 22.
But yeah, yeah. So we got the awesome, Todoroki and M. Bison stuff, and then we get the results.
Oh, hey, look who failed.
Fucking Minata passed.
He was cooperative.
Still, fucking Minata passed.
Yeah.
Well, they
Also-
did kind of foreshadow everything in the first like 30 seconds of the episode, considering they flat out said, we obviously can't get a replacement for All Might because there is no replacing him. But I bet you if we get enough to work together on the same team, we can have a solid team if they work together. So that's kind of what they ended up doing. And if you weren't part of the team, you fucked up and you failed.
Yeah, because guess who didn't pass? Bakugo.
The
for-
three idiots that were fighting
Yeah,
with each
And-
other in front of the bad guy.
and Yoroashi and Todoroki, who everybody watching this probably assumed was a shoe-in to pass,
Yeah, Yoroashi,
including himself.
yeah, Yoroashi and Todoroki were both like, yeah, we got this, no problem. Nope.
And freaking Grape Ape, whatever the hell his name is.
Minata. Fucking Minata.
Great, babe.
He's got the great balls of flyer. Little perverted butt wagon passed, and you're sitting there going, but
My soundboard has
he
very
made
high.
sure he was
I mean,
part of the team.
He did do what he was.
He did what he was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's not
And-
a fighter, so he was definitely helping with the evacuation with the actual people that he was supposed to be helping.
Yeah, and he was stopping people with his grapes. He was
Mhm.
trapping people and
And,
obstructing them. But
Todoroki, he can use both his fire and ice now.
Well, it
Yeah,
slows,
Kind of, yeah.
it slows him down physically, but he's like, I can't move anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah,
And
well,
I think I honestly love that he failed the test. I think this is the best possible thing that could have happened for his character, because the life that we've seen him live so far is that he's basically been forced to succeed by his father to the point that he's kind of assumed he can't fail. Failure is not an option. Failure is not even in the realm of possibility. And all of a sudden, he fails.
You fail.
Yeah, he's got his father's, not only his father's expectations on him, but his own expectations will overshadow his father at some point.
Exactly. And so for him to suddenly fuck up and be a human being is only going to propel him to greater heights further on.
And then we have a reveal.
Yeah. Hey, CJ. How do you like them apples?
Them crazy apples.
I don't really like Cammy. She's not my kind of crazy. Surprise!
She's something else. But
Still,
no,
still not as good as Hatsune.
the one thing that I do like that they did at the end of the episode itself, other than obviously revealing that Bat Crap Crazy was really Bat Crap Crazy, is the fact that they said, we have the intention of issuing the final provisional licenses to those who did not pass.
You just have to work a little bit harder.
That flat out saying that they will get them, they just have to fix the problem. So hopefully they'll acknowledge that they were being, turds.
Well, they did acknowledge it at the end. They both acknowledged it at the same time that they were being dickheads.
I still don't like you, but I'll see you later.
Spoiler, he totally likes him.
We are going to be best friends whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
But yeah, like they saw that they didn't pass and they were both like, yeah, you know what? I deserve that.
Yep. And they both acknowledged it and accepted it. And though you could see that they were obviously upset.
Bakugo.
Well, that
Well, when you're
Bakugo is
upholding
Bakugo.
legacy. This is my family legacy. My father is this and that, and I'm supposed to live up to that. And I hate my father, but I still have to follow in his footsteps because that's what I'm supposed to do. Well, shit, I'm not going to be able to do that now.
It's not Rachel. It's a very sentient soundboard. It enjoys my.
Speaking of Bakugo, also in this episode, we see that Shouty McShout Boy is not as stupid as a lot of people think that he is.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
Because he put all of the puzzle pieces together, you guys, and he figured out one for all.
Oh. Yeah, Bakugo. Yeah, it's like, oh, he's just a random like meathead and he just yells at. No, he is actually.
He just has charisma so far as his dump stat. He dumped it down to 1 so he can raise all of his other.
His charisma is so far up his ass that he's at 1.
That's the thing. He doesn't suffer from low charisma. He suffers from low wisdom. He's got fantastic presence. He's just applying it terribly.
Yeah.
And you have to believe that hanging out with Deku for as long as he had, even if they were quote unquote rivals for a while, some of Deku's capability of understanding rubbed off on Bakugo at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's naturally an intelligent person, because you have to remember, in order to get into UA, you didn't have to just pass the practical. You also had to pass an incredibly grueling written exam, which Bakugo passed.
Which makes me wonder how people like Minata and Sugar Rush, I keep forgetting his name.
Tato.
Yeah, how they passed the practical.
Well, see, that's the thing, is we haven't had a whole lot of development on their characters yet.
Yeah.
They probably got a lot of rescue points too.
Yeah, that's my guess. I mean, I'm guessing Kirishima just did like through pure like assault to the mechs, because he's proven, at least what we've seen. I love Kirishima. It's just he's not Bright Boy.
He's not, but here's the thing. Keep watching.
Oh no, I know he gets I know he gets development. I know he gets a lot of development.
Well, the thing is,
I don't read the manga, but I read a lot of self-spoilers.
A lot of his development comes from self-actualization.
And that's good. That is how things should be done. Like
that's Lightning Boy, right?
No, that's Kaminari. Kirishima is red spiky hair, going to be best friends with Bakugo, whether Bakugo likes it or not.
Right, yes.
Spiky Fist.
Red Riot.
Oh, yeah. Red Riot, so good. But bringing it back to Bakugo and Deku really quick. So we have these two boys. They've grown up together. They both idolize All Might for different reasons. Bakugo has always been the naturally talented, the naturally charismatic, the naturally strong, the leader, the winner, the champion, the big fish in the small pond. And Deku's always been the kid who can't. And suddenly, Bakugo comes to the realization that the reason that Deku has been catching up to him is because All Might, their mutual idol, saw something in him and acknowledged him enough to give him his power without Bakugo having ever realized what was happening.
And the best part of that is when he's talking about this, it's not anger. There's jealousy in there. But this is not
jealousy and how was I this stupid?
Yeah, this is not anger. This is not, pissed off.
It's frustration more than anything.
Yeah.
With himself.
But it's also, show me what this is. I need to know.
Show me what you got.
Show me your moves.
Show me what made you deserving of this and not me.
And because that's the thing, again, going back to Bakugo, he's not stupid. As much as he's a force of personality in not the best of ways, he is a very intelligent person, because look at the way he uses his quirk.
Yeah.
The way he moves himself with his explosions, that requires serious mathematical calculation to pull off.
Yeah, and he does it
because you're dealing with angles, you're dealing with thrust, you're dealing with vectors. That is not something easy to do, and he does it smoothly enough that when Deku is originally practicing One for All and trying to figure out how to move better with it, instead of just focusing into a finger and using it like a shotgun, he thinks, well, Kachan moves like this.
Deku discovered legs. But yeah, it's really cool seeing, like, I'm not the hugest fan of Bakugo. I'm not the hugest fan of the Sasuke archetype, but like I enjoy the fact that he is developing. Like, unlike Sasuke, where for some reason, I forget Naruto's mangaka, decided, just, you know what, we're gonna put him over here. He's not gonna get any development. We're not getting that with Bakugo.
And see, that's the thing, is Bakugo really isn't a Sasuke type. I can see where the parallel is being drawn, but that's not his character. Sasuke is, my family is dead because of my brother. I'm a revenger.
Honestly, I saw more of Sasuke in Todoroki before Todoroki turned into more of a Zuko archetype.
Yeah, Todoroki's absolutely a Zuko. Like Zuko, which even the Avatar writers said took influence from Vegeta.
See, the funny thing is, that's where I was going. Is Bakugo feels a lot more like Vegeta. He's very proud. He's very arrogant. But once he's shown that his strength can only go so far, he's like, oh shit, I actually have to try.
Oh shit.
And
he learns and he changes and he grows, which isn't something that can be said for fucking Goku.
Baku gold form.
And that's actually one of the things I love about Bakugo, is that normally I hate that archetype. The loud, angry, doesn't do anything but blow shit up and act like a little shit, and is just there to piss everybody else off. But the fact that there's depth to him, and the fact that he grows as a character, and you get to see the parts where he's not just explosions with no brain, really elevates him to a new level. He's not my absolute favorite character, but I can appreciate him because so much work was put into making him a real human being.
Exactly. All right. Any last thoughts on My Hero before we move on?
They gonna fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good. Oh, we didn't even touch on the fact that All Might goes to have a conversation with All for One.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you guys, the animation in that episode, the way they drew All Might was so damn good.
I do like how he's choosing not to refit his superhero outfit. He's just wearing the big one, even in his non-muscular form. And it's gigantic. And I feel you, All Might, for somebody who's lost 70 pounds. It was like, oh shit.
But yeah, that was some conversation they had.
Yeah. All for One being the villain. Like he's like, yeah, you dreamed of being the Paragon of Justice. I have a similar dream, but I want to be a Demon King.
And see, that's the thing, is a lot of that scene is in how All for One portrays himself. He carries himself and he speaks with the same level of I've got this in a bag, in the palm of my hands, despite the fact that he can't even scrunch his face the wrong way without guns pointing themselves at his head. He is in a straitjacket. He looks like he has drugs being pumped into him. He's on life support,
I'm guessing it works.
under brainwave surveillance to keep him from activating any of his laundry list of quirks. And he's still behaving as if everything is going exactly as he planned it. Because to him, so far, it is. And that makes him absolutely fantastic as a villain. He has been captured, but he is not defeated. And that is chilling, and I love it.
And that, I mean, if you think about it, it might still be playing into what he wants to have happening right now.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Like,
wants
let's
to be-
face it, crazy bitch is leaving the provisionals, and she wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, she got that.
She got a lot of intel and some of Deku's blood.
Which is
Yeah.
something they've been trying for all season.
Thankfully, we know from All Might's previous conversation with Deku after the Stain encounter that they can't do anything too untowards with it.
Yeah, but she can
But
still become.
She can still become him.
If she gets enough of the blood. Because I think there's a minimum amount that she has to consume.
But I'm wondering if they haven't found a way to, let's face it, we know how to replicate human blood. Like in the real world, we know how to create it and expand it.
And I'm sure there are magical superpowers out there that can do.
There's got to be something there.
Bloodbender out here somewhere.
I blame
there-
Twice. It's all Twice's fault.
But one thing they cannot do is they cannot take one for all from him.
Yeah.
He has to willingly hand it over.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Speaking
he's
of
made it his own. I'm so proud of him.
speaking of handing it over, it says Justin isn't here, but I hate it. Hataraku.
Ataraku!
Hataraku.
All right.
Did you guys notice that episode 9 had a different opening?
Yes. Yeah, I noticed like halfway through, I'm like, wait, the voices are not like there's a different there's another singer. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah. So, similar to previous episodes we've had in the past, with Thymocyte, we get the backstory on our favorite Killer T.
Yeah.
And the commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a character introduced, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, this guy, whatever, nerd. Oh shit, he has a backstory.
Well, actually, Helper T has been there from earlier episodes, but he's just always in there for a couple of seconds. It's literally just him. Oh, shit's going down. We better deploy these guys.
Yeah, it's literally him behind a console saying,
He's
"Oh,
just
hey, that's
doing
something
his
happening."
job, enjoying some tea and having a snack.
Right.
But this episode, we find out that when they were baby cells, he was the fucking man.
Lord Jojo was not always Lord Jojo.
The
Yeah,
roles
he
were
was-
reversed.
He was the Sasuke, the quiet asshole genius that's better than everybody else.
Yep.
And Killer T was the fucking Naruto,
Yeah.
making up attack names in the middle of the night while he's failing at training.
He was literally the naive T from an earlier episode.
Yep.
100%.
Really was, but I mean, that's part of why that particular episode was so good, was because he was where Naive had been.
Yeah. I know where you're at. I know what you're capable of. Get your shit together.
Yeah, and that's the reason it's shown that that's the reason why he's so hard on these guys, is because he was the little shit that couldn't do anything, and he doesn't want that for his recruits.
I love how
And
the
so he
memory
throws one of them
cell,
through a building.
the memory cell just like sharing memories all the time.
Yeah.
That's his job.
Yeah, that's literally what he does. And
It's
he
his
did,
job.
he did the same thing with the naive T before, too.
Yep, because his job is to number one, collect memories of antigens for further use, and number two, to assist in the development of T cells. And that means being big bro.
The naive.
So
To-
I'm
to all the
wondering,
naives.
like, what's the time frame on like the cells from young to like matured? Because it can't be a few years. It's gotta
we still
be.
don't know who this person is. Like, there's rumors that it's a child. We don't know. We don't know how the old this kid is, but I mean, or how old this person is that they're inside.
Well, I mean, and if we were going by the actual lifespan of cells, then the platelets would already be dead.
Yeah.
But there's a billion of them. They all look the same, so they're not dying.
Oh, red
Like-
blood cell. You got me
Squish,
again.
squish, squish.
Oh my god.
Poke the cheeks.
I love how they're doing the like flashback episodes for everybody. Though I don't think the internet would survive doing a platelet flashback episode.
Oh no!
I want to see tiny macrophage
Yes.
in their little floofy dresses.
Tiny basophil.
But that's the thing, nobody knows anything about basophil, so his flashback episode would just be an empty room, and then he walks into it, says something mysterious, and leaves.
Exactly.
And it'd be the perfect episode.
Tiny NK. I'm pretty sure that there were some tiny NKs in the background of this episode, Coop, because NKs are T cells, which
Yeah.
means they would have been in the same boot camp as the other T cells.
Because they all would have started as Thymocytes.
So yeah, because there were lady T cells in that boot camp, and as we see,
Here's the thing. Oh, sorry, Gary, keep on.
no, go ahead.
Pointing out, the whole Thymocyte into multiple different cell types. We saw that Thymocyte boot camp had our killer T, the commander, helper T, and who I can't remember the name of the secretarial lady
Oh, yeah.
who was kind of watching and observing the whole thing. All of those all started as the same type of cell. And so the NK that we have seen has probably been in there, and it's just interesting the way they do. But that's what makes these flashback episodes so good, is that not only are they great for storytelling purposes, but they're also further educational.
Yeah. It's not.
So not to mention that some of the cells we've seen tend to be portrayed as being one gender, and all of the killer T cells we've seen have been male. The only NK cell we've seen has been female, but there was a good healthy mix of male and female recruits in the boot camp crowd if you look closely enough.
Yeah, there's the theory that they could fail, so they become something else. I'm guessing. I mean,
They become the Green Arrow.
Well, the one of them just falls through a fucking trapdoor and dies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They literally drop out.
So yeah, it's
it was a good episode. It was
also speaking of, since Scoop is here watching, we have to talk about the masterful deployment of a trope in this episode, in which men are more earnest on a riverbank at sundown. This happens in so many anime.
Oh yeah.
When you see that orange golden light and there is water flowing, you know real talk's about to start.
You could probably make an entire anime of clips that are exactly the same.
And you will walk away a wiser person for it.
I just love seeing like the JoJo guys doing their thing, but still educating. Like that's the best thing about this show. Is it's still JoJo as fuck.
They are posing you in the face with knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is actually done by the JoJo people?
Yeah, David production.
That makes a whole lot more sense now as to why all of the germs look like JoJo villains.
Yeah, it is 100% the JoJo guys.
Really?
That is fantastic.
I thought all the germs looked more like Toyo Oyama, like Hunter x Hunter villains.
No. Also, Toriyama is not Hunter x Hunter.
Wait, who is Hunter x Hunter?
I believe the name of the author is Hiatus.
Oh, too soon.
Oh,
because that is my favorite. Like, I fucking love Hunter x Hunter.
It's coming off hiatus for God only knows how long.
Couple days.
Never. It's never.
No, it was literally just announced this week.
I don't. I believe it. I believe that just like I believe we're getting freaking Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't.
I was just about to make that joke because Carrie was just saying it earlier.
I don't care what we saw today. We're not getting Kingdom Hearts 3. Also,
You'll believe it when you can pick up a copy from Entertainment Roundabout.
Exactly. Yokoshiro Togashi is Hunter x Hunter. Toriyama is pretty strictly Dragon Ball, and then video games.
And Dr. Slump.
Well, yeah, I guess that counts.
and then we have
Yeah, speaking of JoJo villain germs.
Staphylococcus Aureus.
bless you.
Thank you.
Like if there were any kind of if there was any question, if you know JoJo anime, like this episode kind of pulled you into, like, I've actually got my sentient soundboard interested in watching some of the JoJo things because of Cells at Work.
So that that whole transformation.
That was some straight up super robot shit right there.
Oh yeah.
Got tie.
I personally love the flash to the family tree.
Right.
You killed my cousin.
And they all look exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just straight lines going down. Because that's how things like virus and bacteria work.
Yep.
But yeah, so we had the giant combination into super bacteria.
Yeah.
That are actually using the what was it called?
Fibrin.
The fiber from the platelets. It's like how is it able to use that?
And we also covered it slightly, I think, in Discord too. This is the obligatory Hot Springs episode for this one too.
Yeah.
Oh yes, soak your feet in the nasal cavity juices. That sounds great.
Yum. I do love how the nasal cavity is a hot springs town, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have the trope of the monster gets really fucking gigantic.
Unfortunately, there was no, giant robot this time around. However, we did get another fun little twist. The guys in the hazmat suits aren't guys.
Yeah.
It's
What
a
are they,
trap.
Monocytes, I think they call
Yeah.
them.
Yes,
Monocyte.
monocytes.
Yeah. Depending on where they are at in the body, they're either monocytes or our good friends the macrophages with their gigantic fucking blunt weapons
Yeah, they're like,
of destruction.
so depending where they're at, it's like what cells that they are.
Yeah. I think they said specifically inside a blood vessel, they're the monocytes. When they exit that, they become the macrophages.
Yep. And they can, because they can migrate freely throughout the body.
And like they're all
That
like,
revolving door
yes,
was the best
let us
part.
take down
It
this
really
germ.
was.
Yeah, let's take down this germ, and they have all these. Oh my god, they have blunt weapons.
Oh god, it's the macrophages. I'm out of here.
Like for some reason, I'm waiting for like an autoimmune disease to like turn the immune system against itself.
I would not be surprised to see that in Cells at Work Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, if they do that, it will be season 2. I don't think they're gonna go that dark in this series.
Well,
I mean, they went to cancer in episode 7 or whatever it was.
yeah.
But
Hopefully this will continue and we do get the other ones like Justin was telling us about. Cells at Work Black, where it is a much darker spin.
That one is for grown-ups.
Yes. It will not be our fluffy episodes.
Oh no.
now, if they do a series where it's literally just following a platelet around for 12 episodes, we're in.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Coop. Cells at Work Black is a manga that's out right now. It is the body of an adult that drinks alcohol in abundance and smokes and does all this horrible shit to their body, and it is apparently a very bleak setting.
So
Yeah.
is it the same cells or is it different cells altogether?
Well, it's a different body, so it would be different characters.
I assume it's different cell. I mean, it's obviously different cells, different body, but I'm assuming like a red blood cell shows up and a white and all this other stuff shows up, and they're different feeling.
Yeah, we'd arguably get to see the same kind, but they're probably going to be vastly different characters because of the environment they developed in.
Yeah, your red blood cell, you're probably not going to get a waifu red blood cell in this.
It would basically be comparing like a rookie cop to the guy who's a day from retirement.
No!
That's literally what I think what the difference would be.
Yeah, or like even a rookie cop in like rural peaceful town compared to 15-year veteran of the NYPD.
All right, let's go ahead and move on.
Talking about giant robot battle.
Yeah, giant robot battle, Planet Whiz.
Yes. Guys, Planet With is so good. Why are people
Hands
fucking
around the
talking
world is not supposed to be like that.
Shinji, get in the fucking mech.
This wouldn't have happened if he got in the friggin' mech.
God damn it, Shinji.
Ryusuke, the one that everybody thought was a throwaway character and super weak, turns out his force of will is strong enough to seal the entire planet in one go.
Yeah.
And hey, spoiler alert, sealing sucks.
Yeah. All sound gone. All emotion. Like everybody's in their dreams, which is fine. But every like in the real world,
Everything stopped
the planet is dead. Like
because nothing could change.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, it wasn't even like what happened with Nezuya, where they were going about their daily lives, just, not driven to move forward. No, everything stopped.
Yeah, the power of his desire to seal the planet, literally seal the planet.
Because Generalissimo and what's her face,
Shiraishi,
always seemed even surprised that it was this intense. Like, I think they were kind of anticipating, even with the sealing device, kind of it just being a more so like globalized version of what happened to Justice in them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because they were like, yeah, this is wow, okay.
Well,
pretty much overkill.
Yeah, I mean, and he's stripped all the color from the planet too.
He punched the highlights out of her hair.
Scott Pilgrim references.
God. But yeah, like they won, and then just Shinji got in the goddamn mech after Ghost Brother showed up again. It's like, yeah, are you gonna do this thing?
The person from Paradise, right? The people of Paradise.
Yes.
Ghost Brother.
Ghost Brother.
The people of Paradise manifesting in a form Soya would want to see, which is of course his dead brother.
And they can't control because obviously they can't, because that would be.
Well, see, that's actually a very meta psychological thing. Is every single individual you meet in your life is going to perceive you differently from the way you perceive yourself.
Noza-chan, by the way. Yeah,
Kakamagahara.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things like, yeah, you don't like, you may see yourself as something, something else, but everybody else is going to see you how they see you. So it's great touching on that deep of thing. And again, like, bravo on this show for being like presenting itself as one thing, like the bad guy punching the good guys and the good guys no longer being good guys, and then punching the main good guy who turns out to be the main bad guy, and then fuck all that.
Yeah, funny enough, for the episode where everything literally does that, things aren't always black and white.
Yeah. And then Shinji got in a mech.
Twice.
And then then they fucking Gurren Lagann us, and the mech got in a bigger mech, and
it was so good. I love that form.
Oh, it's so
quick
pretty.
thing. Trigger warning. It felt a lot trigger.
Yeah,
like the mech got into a bigger mech,
How is this out triggering Darling in the Franxx?
Because this show is not held back. This
Yeah,
show's
that's the thing.
this show's allowed to be off the chain. Like, unlike Darling, which suffered from obvious studio oversight, this one's just like, yep, nope, you have money.
So,
Go.
Yeah.
what is it? Episode 8? No, episode
was-
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 9 where Ryusuke's photon god armor absorbed the entire sealing device and went gigantic, and he kicked his entire team's asses.
Yeah, easily. I fought and I won. Now let's do this.
And
Are
then
you
he hugged the world.
Are you happy now? I fought and I won.
And then comes Soya with him and Ginkgo and Sensei piloting the samurai cat spaceship.
Which is a better phrase you never expected you to be saying at the beginning of this year.
But I love that we can. Also, fucking family roll call.
Right?
Like, they don't touch on this at all previously in the series, but for some reason, both Soya and Ginkgo give themselves the same family name.
Yeah, I'm guessing that might be from Sensei or something like that. Because they both remember their previous identities. It's not like he evaporated their previous identities. Like, they have a family name.
It might have something to do with the duality of black and white and the Generalissimo and Sensei, because black and white is a huge theme in anime and Japanese culture in general.
Yeah.
The yin and the yang, the light and the dark,
And
life
so
and death.
even though Sensei is purple in the anime, it might be one of those situations where he's shaded purple for visual reasons, but he's meant to be black.
Oh, absolutely.
That might also be since this is a wider audience than the manga, it might have been one of those things. If he's black in the manga, having a giant black cat, that being, not exactly lucky in many religion and thought processes.
Yeah.
That might not have been something that they wanted on TV, because Japan's real weird about things. Like, they're okay with showing people dying and everything like that, but like, you slightly edge towards poking at Shintoism and get the fuck out of here. Like,
but the armor that the samurai cat form wears is black.
Yeah.
Which, goddamn that form.
Yeah, it's real fucking good.
So good.
And then Soya decides that if he's going to do this thing, he's going to do this thing right, and challenges the Generalissimo to a fight.
Accept your challenge. I accept your declaration of war.
Later.
Your tail is wagging. Silence.
Silence, mortal.
Yeah, he was super happy that Sensei got released from the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Because these guys, like, you can tell, even before the next episode, which we'll touch on in a second, but you can tell that these guys have been best friends for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Yes, they have.
And that brings us to Karellen and Rashaverak, which, by the way, we actually get to hear their real names, and they are fucking cool.
So this is the final episode, right?
No, it's not. We
There's
still got 2 more to go, baby.
What the hell? It's like,
Yeah!
Yeah, no, they still have to fight the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
I know, but that's supposed to be left for like season 2.
We may not be getting a season 2.
What's season 2? Come on.
This may be a 12 and out. Like,
But that's the thing is, if it's a 12 and out, it's going to be fine.
yeah.
Like, if they keep this up and it's just this 12 episodes, it's another of the 6 episodes of Fooly Cooly. It doesn't need more. We got more. I haven't watched it yet, but it's fine as it is in that block of 12 episodes if they keep it up the way it has been.
So we get the epic battle.
It came as when looking, I'm like, this name doesn't seem familiar to me. I realized I haven't watched this episode yet.
Well,
No.
Spoilers.
spoiler warning, CJ.
Oh no. I don't care.
Yeah, we get the big fight between Generalissimo and Shiraishi's combined form.
The cat and the dog, CJ.
Yes.
What I noticed that made me giggle when I realized it is when they start punching each other, Soya's yelling out "Nya,"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
and Shirashi's yelling out "Wan." It's amazing.
Which
was
for those
kinda-
of you who
Literally
not,
bark and meow.
yeah, bark and meow in Japanese.
So
Yes,
good.
Coop. They are fighting like cats and dogs.
I was
And
kind of
one thing-
expecting for like the 1,000 fists coming from each of them.
Nya, 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 nya.
Muda,
I-
muda, 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 muda.
I also love that they invited the psychokinetic people to come and watch, and also they gave Nozo-chan a little holographic projector thingy so she can watch. Like she got that from someone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was clearly from Ginkgo, but still.
And Josh pointed out something cool about the giant mech designs and their proportions in relation to each other.
Oh.
Completely opposite. The spaceship form of the Black Cat mech has a very average sized body and head, but massive hulking arms and legs. The combined form mech of Generalissimo and Shiraishi and their spaceship has a very large body, but pin thin arms and legs.
And it has such like weird ass proportioned head too.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, by the way, go figure, the Generalissimo and Shiraishi can also drink. And when they go into doping mode, the Generalissimo gets a cape and a fucking Centurion helmet.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And instead of Giga Cat Blade, they get Fenrir Blade.
Nice.
And
All
so
of
that
the-
fight goes on, and they combine with the giant mechs, and it's absolutely beautiful.
It really is.
And they fight, and they fight, and they fight, and hey, why didn't the old man show up? I don't know, we invited him. Oh, look at him looking out stoically across the water. And they're fighting, and they're fighting, and they're fighting up in fucking space. And they're blowing the arms off of each other's giant spaceship mechs. And Soya goes off balance. The Generalissimo has an opening. All of a sudden, you see this streak of light across the sky. And here comes the old man, putting everything he's got into a gigantic fucking sword. This is for my son.
Oh.
And he cuts off the remaining arm of the Generalissimo mech.
Oh.
And Soya goes, but I'm the one who killed him. I know.
and by putting everything into it, he was in mech form, and then suddenly he was not, and he was just this old man flying through the air holding this enormous
Giant glowing sword of awesomeness.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And then taking the opening
Hi, Rachel.
that he made for them with the last of his soul and the last of his energy as he falls unconscious and is barely caught by, I think, Nezuya.
Nezuya, yes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Nezuya's back yet.
Yeah, Nezuya's fine. And posing the entire fucking time.
know.
It was beautiful. They Sensei and Soya and Ginkgo, because they're all in there together now, or at least Sensei and Soya are.
Yeah, Ginkgo's there as well.
And they eject the cat mech from the spaceship and zoom inside the dog spaceship.
The dog ship.
The dog ship. Dog ship, the dog mech detaches as well, goes inside. So now they're both inside the dog mech. And they beat the shit out of each other. The mechs dissipate. And Sensei tumbles forward. Soya throws the fucking Geta.
After tackling Shiraishi out of the way,
Oh.
so that Sensei could pull the fucking Iron Geta punch on the last sealing weapon the sealing faction has.
Yeah, because they were going at each other. They're doing the whole Naruto Sasuke final confrontation thing. Generalissimo's going straight for Sensei's face, and Sensei takes it in order to get a punch the sealing device.
Because, as Soya points out, he's trying to save you too.
Yeah.
And the terms of the fight were basically Sealing faction has to break Sensei's will, and pacifists just have to destroy the last sealing device.
It's nice that
Yeah,
there's rules.
Yeah, they agreed to it beforehand.
Well, that was the whole reason they had that fight there on this remote island somewhere in the Pacific in the first place, was the Generalissimo wanted a fair fight once they were all recovered.
Oh, that's cool. I'm super stoked to watch this episode.
It's
Yeah.
real good.
Good episode. I'm about.
It was never a I wasn't going to watch it. It was just one of those things like, oh wait,
I forgot to watch it.
I forgot to watch this episode, but now I'm real fucking stoked to watch it. So
And
It's a real great episode, but go ahead, Carrie.
And then at the very end, Soya gathers all of the psychokinetic god friends together and tells them, hey, guess what, y'all? Since I kicked all of your asses, you gotta listen to me. And there's a dragon up there that we gotta fight.
I'm guessing none of them argue.
None of them argue. Well, at
She was
first,
the best
at
part.
first,
She's like, "Where's the
yeah, where's
people of
there,
paradise
is
is
there
right here,
really
right?"
a person of paradise here? And she's flailing her arms through the person of paradise.
Yeah.
And then so everyone agrees to it after Generalissimo was like, what? The dragon didn't survive, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, well, the people of paradise said he did, so he did. And then it cuts to 5 years later.
Yes.
Time jumps.
Yeah,
Well,
fucking,
because that's when the dragon is going to wake up.
Yeah, that's true.
and yeah, fucking 5-year time skip instead of the typical 2 in the second to last episode instead of like halfway through. Y'all are messing with the trope timing here.
We see them as adults.
As
well, older, and of course, Soya grows up to look just like his brother.
Of
just
course.
like well, it's been 5 years. He was a high school freshman when this started, which meant in Japan there's only 3 years of high school, so he would have been 16 during the main series, which means 5 years later he's 21. They're adults.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. The youngest would be the lolly girl and the
Kumashiro and what's her name?
lolly girl and overly attached girl.
Inaba.
Those would be the two youngest.
Yeah, and it's very much implied that they got together.
Good. All right. So really quick, we have some serious talk we need to do, you guys.
A little bit of housekeeping, yeah.
Yeah, we are ending another season here, and we have here. I'm going to put into the chat. We have the fall 2018 list. Now, this is us just kind of brainstorming. We're going to decide stuff off camera, but here's what we have coming up this next season. Sword Art Online, Alicization. No, because I'm trying to avoid doing sequels or extra seasons of stuff we have not already done.
And also, fuck Sword Art.
Also, fuck Sword Art.
This is a good adaptation. I promise. I read the books. They're really
care.
good.
Fairy Tale's final season. I'm going to watch it. We're not going to watch it for the show because, again, not doing extra seasons. Certainly not the final season. I might do a coda like I started doing with Dragon Ball Super with it, strictly because I want to talk to people about Fairy Tail. Tokyo Ghoul second season. No, because I didn't really care for the first season. Toru Majutsu no Index 3, the third season of said anime. No, because it's the third season. All these are beginning in October for the most part. Goblin Slayer, which seems interesting.
I've heard some pretty brutal shit about that show.
How so?
Brutal good or brutal bad?
Mostly that it's brutal.
I mean, I could deal with brutal as long as we don't have a fucking rape scene in it.
Because most of what I've heard is hype for it.
So that's in the maybe. Strictly.
As long as it doesn't go the Grand Crest War.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't Grand Crest us, we can at least give it the 3-up.
Yeah, exactly. That's one we will probably put on the roster, strictly because that's the hype engine for the season. And we always like having SEO for at least a couple of episodes. We will see how it pans out. Irizuku Tekai no Ashita Kara. Looks like another well-drawn witch anime. Cool. Maybe.
PA Works, probably.
Yeah.
Witch with some time travel and feelings, it looks like from the synopsis.
There's nothing wrong with that. So, I mean, that's not an instant no.
I mean, PA Works is the same people that did Sakura Quest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
they have
definitely
some
interested
stuff
in that.
Yeah,
Got some good stuff under the belt.
it's a hard maybe. Tensai Shitara Slime. Datakin. It's a slime anime?
It's an isekai.
No.
Except apparently the protagonist is the slime.
Japan, why you weird?
I mean, I see something something that looks like it's trying to be Gabumon without the pelt on.
Yeah.
I see gigantic boobs and a loli with stockings on. So, given that there's a slime involved, yeah, that's gonna get weird.
Yeah.
And it's a seinen series, so
yeah, that's probably a no. Bunny waifu, nope.
yeah,
Puberty
given that
syndrome. Hey.
yeah, the first words in this synopsis are puberty syndrome. Moving on.
Yep, moving on. Golden Kamui second season, no, because it's the second season. Kinshiku Joko no Juliet. Slice of life.
It's freaking Shakespeare.
And there's nothing
That's
wrong with
pretty much all you need to know about it.
Japanese shape.
Oh, they're
It's
they're
Romeo and Juliet.
Montagues and Capulets,
Yeah.
and they're all girls.
So probably not.
And dog and cat, because we need to keep that trope going.
Yagate Kimi ni Naru, what Citrus should have been apparently.
Citrus has still burned me enough on that, so I'm still gonna say no.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I'm just saying everything I've seen written up about this particular series is it's the concept done right without stepsister incest.
That's good. So I mean, good on. Yeah, like there's nothing wrong with that. It's just one of those things. Like
Completely understandable.
So weird older brother or younger sister wanting to do things with their older brother. Nope.
Pass.
Jean Arc. Seems like Ulysses Jean d'Arc to Renkin no Kishi.
100 Years War with Magic.
And I am so down on that. So that's a hard maybe.
I mean, looking at the sheer amount of boobs, yeah, that's definitely a hard maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Radiant looks cool.
Radiant looks really cool. Actually, Radiant is probably a lock for us. Josh.
The synopsis sounds great because I love series where the MacGuffin is tied to the bad.
Yes. So yeah, Radiant we've actually talked a bit about in the Slack. We're probably going to do Radiant. Beatless final stage because it's the final stage of it. No. Senran Kagura. Nope. Second season.
Boobs. The boobining with extra jiggle physics.
Yes.
But we don't need more jiggle physics. You're going to get more.
So that's where all the Dead or Alive jiggle physics went.
Right. Ace Attorney anime season 2. Season 2. Nope.
No.
Tsurune, Kazema, Coco.
It's a sports anime about archery.
I like sports anime, but no. Ingress, hard, maybe. Most likely, might probably happen.
It looks pretty cool.
It does look really cool.
It gives off like a Psycho-Pass feel just from the image I'm looking at.
The artwork is very Psycho-Pass.
Yeah, and I love Psycho-Pass.
Also, the Enlightened are involved.
Hey,
Dan,
Spoiler alert, guys! I have a new project.
Dan, get the fuck back at the story. Release the
hey,
spice.
he had to go somewhere.
Anime,
Spice must flow.
waifu spies. No. Double Decker, Doug and Krill. It seems like one of those ones that's gonna try to be weird, either in the line of Trigun and Cowboy Bebop.
This one's got right at the start of it, so I'm immediately out.
Rewrite it. Tokigo no Darida. He decides he has to go back. It's time travel weirdness. It's Quantum Leap, but anime.
Da 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 da.
I'm not going to read the name of this. I'm going to read the synopsis for it. I'll make it so your body's unable to forget mine. Sajiro Takoto's 5-year reign as most huggable #1 has been snatched.
Oh, this one involves drunken blackmail.
Oh, maybe. That's a hard maybe, just because it seems really dumb. Like
it's a yaoi show, and those are not always the most healthy portrayal of same-sex relationships.
Yeah, includes a large quantity of other high suspense erotic stories.
Yeah, I don't want to watch this.
Oh, this next one involves lolicon, so fuck that.
We're moving off of that one. I would love to make Carrie uncomfortable to watch that one, but we won't.
And we're definitely swearing off of this fucking one.
Conception? No.
Yeah, based on a video game where the point is to knock girls up to make more minions.
Yeah, no.
It basically takes all of the Fire Emblem increasing of bodies and just like, oh yeah, you're the father of all of them.
Yeah.
No.
This one seems interesting to me for our fluff. Tonari no Kyutsuke-san. Vampire.
Modern day vampire comedy. Okay.
I like that. Like,
oh, for fuck's sake.
And then the next
Saved
one
from a strange incident by a vampire girl named Sophie Twilight. You fucking kidding me?
Although a vampire, Sophie never attacks humans, but purchases blood and anime goods via mail and lives a modern life.
We need to watch this one, you guys.
Sophie Twilight. It's like somebody's fucking DA account.
We're so in. I so want to do this one.
What's the name of that one?
And it's based on a 4-koma, so it's probably going to be a short form.
Tonari no Kyutsuki-sa.
Yeah.
That second word is a jumble.
Tonari no Kyutsuki-san.
Yeah, it's not that bad if you actually know how to say things.
Next one.
Now this next one.
Sports anime about sumo.
If we're gonna cover a sports anime, I'm kind of interested in this one because sumo is super traditional Japanese culture, and we could probably learn a lot of shit about Japanese culture watching it.
Yeah, that is definitely a maybe. That is definitely in the hard maybe.
Remember when we watched sumo at the hotel, Josh?
It was real entertaining.
Gakuen Basara, battle comedy parody. Warring States era Warriors of Capcom's action game franchise as rival students. This is Rival Schools, you guys. Rival Schools, the anime, and I can't fucking wait. And I don't care. I'm going to watch this one. And anybody who wants to watch it with me is welcome to it because fuck yeah, Rival Schools. Beelzebub Joe no Okimesu Mama.
Beelzebub is a great demon lord who rules over several million demons. Murin, who decides to serve the demon lord, learns that not only does Beelzebub lack the poise to be a great demon, but is also a laid-back girl who likes fluffy things.
Because the daily comedy revolving around many villains in the demon world. Vampire Girl might... God damn it. So this season's been kind of rough on things. We might have a lot more fluff for fall, you guys. Sora Tuumi no Ida.
Set in Onomichi City, 6 girls dream of becoming space fishermen. They aim to capture god-eating monsters that leave fish vulnerable, as well as enemies which they encounter. What the fuck?
Add that to the list.
I'm looking at that summary and the thumbnail image and wondering which is wrong.
The disconnect, yeah.
You had me at Space Fisherman.
Right. We're whalers on the moon.
Yeah.
Karakuri Circus, which is one Justin and I are real hyped about.
This one looks JoJo as fuck.
I know. I'm so in.
It's basically puppet fighting action adventure mystery.
Oh, so it's an adult version of Zatch Bell?
Yeah.
All right. I'm in.
Anime yell.
Kaze ga Suyoku Fuiteru.
Fuiteru.
I was close. Sports anime about running.
Sumo's still more interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of the 3 sports anime, this is number 4. Gaitsuko Shonaten Honda-san. How did I stumble over the word Honda?
The comedy manga story centers on a skeleton named Honda who works in a bookstore.
Skeleton
Okay.
manga. Sweet.
I mean, it's probably not going to be better than How to Keep a Mummy, but
Sounds fucking hilarious.
It does. Himote House. The comedy anime centers on 5 girls and 1 cat, all living as housemates in Tokyo. Okay.
They
Yeah.
all
possess mysterious secret power. Oh God.
I'd rather watch the PA Works one.
It's all about being vaguely lesbian because there's no men.
Probably.
This one is from the studio called Bouncy.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Bouncive.
Bouncy.
No, it's bouncy.
It is literally Bouncy.
Must be my screen screwing around. So yeah, we know what that show's about.
Yeah.
Bankomatsu. Bitch, Bane. I Will Live for You. Story Between Two Blossoms. Love story. Probably good stuff. Cross time. Yeah, time traveling love story.
Hangakusei Million Arthur. Based on a mobile game.
Moving on.
Yep. Nope. Anime Yell. Or Anima Yell.
I mean,
Sports anime about cheerleading.
Moving on. Zombieland Saga.
No synopsis.
No synopsis yet.
But it's Zombieland.
And it looks like there's a zombie dog. But it also looks like the rest of the cast is female, so I have a feeling that's actually another Bouncy.
But it's Mappa. But maybe because I mean it's fall, we need to do a spoopy anime.
That's a possibility.
That's what the skeleton bookstore one is for.
That's how that works.
It's tagged as supernatural.
But not horror. Kitsune no Koe. It's
fucking male version of Full Moon wo Sagashite. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, probably. It's male idols. Not to be confused with was it Cinderella Girls Active M or whatever it is?
Something like that.
Side M. Which is the other one about male idols. Akane Asu Sasu Shoujo. That second word tells you what it's about. Shoujo anime.
The Crystal Radio Club. Eh.
Yeah.
Performing a certain ritual.
Uh-oh.
It stops
However,
being fun
with
in
several conditions coincidentally falling into place, it stops being fun in games.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that sounds like some Madoka shit right there.
That's
Next.
actually- we went almost Madoka. Moving on. Merc story, and that's where I'm going to end because those are
Takes place in a world where humans and monsters coexist. The protagonist, Yu, is a healer apprentice and possesses the ability to tame monsters.
Pokemon.
In a quest to regain the memories of Merc, a girl confined in a bottle, the pair embarks on a journey. Bottle waifu.
Yay.
Okay.
Uchu Senkan Tiramisu's wife.
Okay, so I just want to point something out real quick here. Look at the studio on this one.
Gonzo.
Fucking Gonzo. When was the last time we saw something from Studio fucking Gonzo?
Helsing, Rosario, and Vampire, which
This is a season 2, for the record. I
also-
did watch a little bit of this one this
Oh, is
season.
it? Oh.
Yeah. The spaceship tiramisu. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's a super short, like it's like 8-9 minute episodes. It's stupid and it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, these guys, Gonzo have done a lot of great things, by the way. The one that I knew them for was Helsing, because I never paid attention to what studio put out Full Metal Panic.
Yeah, if the second season is as short as the first season, it wouldn't be hard to catch.
Oh, geez, these guys put out like a lot of anime that I fucking love, and then Gantz.
Gantz was all right.
Sure, that's a word for it. Okay, Jingai-san no Yome. This one looks adorable. He has to become a wife. This boy has to become a wife for a creature.
Sheep thing. Yeah, I don't know about that.
It seems fun.
Oh, Japan.
Right. Soten no Ken Regenesis, second season, no synopsis yet. No, moving on.
Second season. Gorazeni, season 2. Looks like it's about baseball. Also second season. No. The Idolmaster, side M. No.
That's like season 12 at this point.
Hora Mimi ga miteru yo.
The cute story of the daily life between a guy and his cat boy roommate. No.
Oh.
It's a Chinese-Japanese co-production. That seems like it could be interesting at the very least. You don't see a lot of co-productions in anime.
Yeah. Oshiatsu Chisotse-san.
Chitose-san.
Son.
Chan, actually.
It's about an adorable penguin who gets fed
And travels.
and travels.
They're a tourist penguin who likes food.
I love it.
You know what? Can't be upset about that.
Right. It's super adorable. Ken and Ken. Oki. Agayaki.
No
yet.
synopsis, no cover art, and the tags are action, adventure, demons, fantasy, magic, and martial art.
It means a solid. I'll watch it, but I don't know anything about it. Studio Dean. Or Studio Dean. Oh, it's the Fate Stay. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Ooh.
Now I have to watch it. It's the
Yeah, and it's
Fate
also a
Log Horizon Studio.
it's also it's like an original series too. There's nothing listed in the anime list for it before.
I'm definitely watching this one. It's just the freaking studio putting it out.
Yeah,
The Rurouni Kenshin studio, the Fate studio, fucking. I'm absolutely watching this. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that as soon as that premieres, I am watching the hell out of it. And finally, Hoshi no Shima no Nyanko. It's adorable cats. So we have some series that we were talking about. Josh is raving about a Studio Trigger anime that is not happening this season.
It's listed on here as October.
Unknown. Promare. Trigger. Question mark October. -- 2018.
Yeah, unknown. Yeah, we know literally nothing about that. In fact, it's not even listed as an OVA or anything. So yeah,
It's unknown. It is the most unknown of the unknowns.
I mean,
And that only makes it more interesting.
once we figure out what it is,
Give it to me.
we'll be happy to watch it because we are contractually obligated to.
The other thing that isn't on here that's making me sad is Gridman.
Yeah,
Give me the Gridman.
no Gridman for you. We're getting a Yu Yu Hakusho special.
And Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah,
That's in December. That's going to be some...
it'll be in the States in January. So much like, so bridging the gap between this season and next season, we will be doing a written review kind of thing about the My Hero movie. The first show in October, and then going forward when we're going to start doing our October episodes. So just as so you guys know what's going on with that, that's what's going to happen at the end of the month. The first episode of October is going to be the My Hero Anime Otaku Show rant and review crossover.
Yeah, so because Coop's asking, Gridman is a tokusatsu franchise that has had one anime previously, I believe, but a couple of live action shows. Studio Trigger's involved, so it immediately has my interest. But we got one series of it for a little while in the States under the extremely unfortunate name of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
Oh, you had me there. I ironically love that shit.
It features one of the Lawrence brothers, the word cyber spelled with an S.
It has all of the Lawrence brothers in it, I believe.
Either way.
Fairly sure it has all three Lawrence brothers and Tim Curry as the bad guy.
Yes, Tim Curry is the bad guy. That's one of the important things. But yeah, funny enough, the actual full title for this upcoming Gridman anime that Trigger is working on is SSSS Gridman.
The Trigger's embracing the camp. Yes.
And it's going to be real interesting
Trigger
because the whole thing about Gridman is he is basically an electric police officer. He deals with cybercrime, literally.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Trigger embracing the camp, CJ. Trigger is the camp.
Yeah.
I am the hype.
I also didn't know there were Eureka 7 movies that I did not know about.
Yeah, we're getting another Eureka 7 movie.
I didn't even know this is the second one. I didn't know it was the first one.
Yeah, it's real good.
I know what I'm doing at some point.
Yep, it's real good. Did it get everything Eureka 7 is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we will be talking. We'll be finishing up this season's stuff through this month, and then first episode of October will be My Hero movie, and probably depending on when it gets to the States, the first show of 2019 will probably be AOS R&Ring the Broly movie.
He's so cool, but so stupid.
Toriyama comes in, fuck you and you're stupid. This is how Broly is done.
Yeah, I was to say, like, I love how Toriyama's explanation of Broly, and I forget what exactly he said, but if you know the way Japanese people phrase things when they're trying to be super polite, which is always when you're in a professional arena, it was basically Toriyama saying, y'all don't know shit, I'm gonna do this character right.
Well, the story behind Broly is fascinating. He drew him and just kind of tossed him to the side, and
Like lunch.
one of the other guys picked up the drawing and asked Toriyama what this character was. He goes, I don't know. His name's Broly or something. And what are you gonna do with him? Probably nothing. Can I do something with him? Have fun.
And then Kakarot cried.
Yes. But yeah, and actually it's also our first in-canon movie.
Yeah, Broly will actually be canon.
This movie is 100% in canon, takes place after the Tournament of Power. Like this is the bridge between Dragon Ball Super as we knew it and whatever is going to go on into the future.
Dragon Ball GT, Grand Toriyama.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate it so much. He's donating a lung.
I'm gonna die. If you want to email the show, you can do so by emailing show@geek-io.net. Just put anime in the subject line. All of our social medias are all /geekio show. If you want to give us a call and leave us a voicemail, you can do so 727-489-4335. 727-489-GEEK. If you want to chat with us after we are off air, make sure you go over to our Discord channel, geek-io.net/Discord. And if you want to support the stream and everything that we do on the Geek.io network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io, where you can get exclusive content for said Discord, including special lounges, ability to influence the shows that you love and things that you don't love, and much more. Ow. That cough hurt. And now we are going to do some brief show title readings. A very brief. We have Mike slapping, harder, better, faster, danger, donger. Teddy Grams and off-brand painkillers. That one. Nesquik, not all rabbits. Oh shit, he has backstory. Soy Shinji, which I'm proud of. The main good guy who turns out to be the main bad guy. Samurai Cat, Spaceship, and Psychokinetic God Friends.
I unfortunately can't vote for Samurai Cat Spaceship because of proxies.
So that is 3 for Samurai Cat Spaceship. 4 for Samurai Cat Spaceship.
So,
hey, guess what?
Samurai Cat Spaceship!
All right, guys. We will see you. Tune in tomorrow for Small Screen Spoiler Show. You guys, Jazz and I will be talking through Disenchanted. I have words about that damn show. And Better Call Saul. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oyasumi nasai.
Hi, my name is Water Buffalo, and I hope you've enjoyed this Geek Media Network production. Copyright 2018. You see how that works?
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.